Yeah, and there's been a lot of success along the way, especially, last year's draft class as well. We do want to talk about this year's draft class, but, just real quick, how proud are you of the impact that so many of last year's draft class players were able to make right away? I mean, you look at Graham Barton, a first round pick, but then you have Tyke Smith, Jalen McMillan, and then Bucky Irving was an absolute sensation. How proud are you of that draft class?
Yeah, we're very proud of them. I mean, and to do what they did as rookies is, it's pretty special in this league. It's hard to come in and regardless of position and make an impact like they did. So, I just think it's a testament to our scouting staff. I mean, you've complimented Jason and I, a lot here, and we appreciate that. But like, we couldn't do any of this without our scouting staff, and they just do such a good job. And I think that, again, to your point, we've all been together for so long that we've just kind of developed a process here that we think, is working well. And you kind of saw the fruits of that labor last year. And really for the last, I would say 5 or 6 years, and not that we didn't have great drafts, early on, but I just think that we've refined the process and we just kind of hit our stride here a little bit.
Yeah, it's always awesome to see, whether it's Jason, you, someone else. You're always giving credit to everybody in the organization, not just one or two people. So that's always awesome to see. On that topic of, last year's draft class, or maybe players even earlier than that, is there anyone that you have your eye on or most excited to see? Understanding you want everybody to succeed on this team, but anyone you're most looking forward to maybe taking that next step this upcoming season, whether it's a second or third year player?
Yeah, I mean, to your point, I think we all, especially that second year into your third year, that's kind of when you see guys hitting their strides. But one guy that I'm real excited to see is Chris Braswell from last year's draft. I just think that, with another year under his belt and, pass rusher and D-line in general in this league, is hard to come in and make an impact as a rookie. And, Chris worked his tail off last year, and I think he's continued to do that through this offseason. And, we're expecting big things from him. I mean, he's a talented individual, and he's a great person. And I just think that you're going to see his work ethic come through this year, and hopefully we get a lot of production out of him. So, yeah, I mean, and going back to your question earlier, Matt, like I would throw Servassier into one of those players that we're kind of looking to, take that next step. I mean, He's been here for a few years now, but he just hasn't played a lot with the injury stuff. So, I mean, he's a talented guy, and our defensive staff has been excited about him, really since he got here. And a lot of that started with the way he picked up the defense and, the things that they ask him to do. And, you guys talked about it with Todd, like it's not an easy thing to do. So I do look forward to seeing Servassier, being healthy. And I think he's ready to take that next step.